Get ready because Hanukkah prep in this house is no joke. This year I hosted our big family Hanukkah party and it was wild, delicious, and so much fun. I'm taking you through everything: frying the donuts, tossing the salads, making the fish, cooking the pastas, wrapping gifts, and setting up all the games. We even had a cookie decorating station for all of the kids and they had a blast with it. The house was so loud, so full of energy, and honestly, it was a beautiful mess in the best possible way. If you love food and family, you're going to definitely love this video. So let's roll up our sleeves and let's get prepping. We try to do something cute and special on each night of Hanukkah with the family. Some nights are just filled with playing games and activities, and while others are filled with frying donuts and making latkes. This particular night, however, we invited some friends over for a Hanukkah get-together and cooked up some delicious foods. For parties, I like having something like a cheese platter to keep people munching and talking and just cozying around in the kitchen while you're getting everything else ready. I just feel like it really is a nice beginning to any kind of party.
Don't forget to light the candles. Chase the shadows with those bright lights. Keep the warmth up through the cold nights. Let the children play with gifts and dreidels. Share these moments with my loved ones. I can see the light reflecting in their eyes. Welcome to the first of nights. Celebrate a miracle.
French onion soup was the perfect addition to this meal. I also had a little setup where everyone can add their own croutons and cheese. It was a really cute setup. I also made a few different pastas. I made the Alfredo sauce in advance, and I just used the vodka sauce from the store. It saved me loads of time. And of course, what's Hanukkah without delicious donuts? One night we did donuts with the kids. I have some marshmallows over here that I put on a skewer and fire roasted them. I got everything ready for the fillings. I do have a video up on how I make my donuts and how I fill them, so I'm going to link that video down below for you guys if you want to be brave and try to attempt them. It's absolutely delicious, and there's nothing like fresh homemade donuts. Now that they're all ready, let's break this down. This is a classic jelly donut dusted with powdered sugar. This is Lotus. This time around, I actually took the Lotus buttercream and I mixed it with some heavy whipping cream and then filled that and just topped it with some more of that and a Lotus cookie. This one is the like chocolate spread that's in here, topped with chocolate ganache, some whipped cream, and a Ferrero Rocher. Here is the caramel. Over the top I just have the chocolate ganache and caramel as well, and this is everyone's favorite usually. This is the cheesecake filling. I whipped up some cream cheese with heavy cream and a little bit of condensed milk, whipped it up really well, put that inside. Over here is the whipped cream, and I have over here a little skewer with marshmallows that I've roasted. Topped it all off with some more chocolate ganache, and there you have it. We also choose one night out of the Hanukkah week and do a big family Hanukkah party. And the way to entertain all the kids, I thought would be very cute to do a cookie decorating kit. And it was the best idea ever. While all the adults were schmoozing around and having a great time, the kids were having a blast decorating these cookies. And of course, they enjoyed eating them even more. And here's how I did it. A DIY cookie kit that your kids are gonna love for their birthdays, holidays, or any special event in your house. Come along and I'll show you how I do it. Let's start off with the cookie recipe. 6 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3 eggs. Just like that, the dough is done. Spread some flour onto the parchment paper and add a portion of your dough over the top, some more flour. Cover with the parchment paper and roll it out. Now we're just cutting out the shapes. Once shaped, bake them in a 350-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and they should turn out like this. Now I'm going to be assembling them. I'm using these 5x7 bags that I got off of Amazon. Now for the fun part, you could add in any sort of icing. I'm using chocolate here. You could add in any kind of sprinkles. We have some regular chocolate sprinkles, multicolored sprinkles, some marshmallows here as well, but you can make it as fun and creative as you want. Today is the day of our Hanukkah party and I decided to do some sourdough donuts. So excited for my beauties. Hope they turn out amazing. For the party, I also want to make these bow tie pasta chips. All I have to do is boil some water, add the pasta inside and cook it. These pasta chips are my new favorite snack, and who knew they were so easy to make. I'm using the bow tie farfalle pasta, but you can use any that you want. Just follow the instructions on the container and boil them until they're ready. Then place the boiled pasta onto your baking tray, spread them apart, put some oil over the top, about a quarter cup of it, season with some salt, then black pepper, some oregano, and dried cilantro flakes. Add in some Parmesan cheese. I'm using about half of the container here, so I would say about half a cup. Sprinkle that all throughout the pasta. Mix everything well. Then right before baking, add some more Parmesan cheese. Bake it in a 400-degree oven until everything is nice and crispy. Top again with, you guessed it, some more Parmesan cheese and some salt to taste. I then had this bright idea to use this ranch powder that I got for my popcorn mix, and it was out of this world delicious. You are going to love it. The night before our big family Hanukkah party, I set up the entire table with all of the serving dishes, and I labeled every single plate with what I wanted to serve inside of it. It just removes the pressure from the day of trying to figure out where everything should go. At least one step is done ahead of time. Before the guests arrived, I got started on plating all of my appetizers and salads. I love using some baguettes and doing like a guacamole and a cream cheese with a little jam. I also think this is gorgeous. Blocks beautifully plated on a bed of greens. I also wanted to try something new. I'm doing a cream cheese board, and it was actually quite fun to do. You just basically put whatever you want on it with different herbs, and it came out absolutely delicious. I prepped my salads ahead of time. I chopped everything up earlier in the day. I just put everything together last minute right before everyone came. So over here I have arugula, mozzarella, and cherry tomatoes, and I made a lemony vinaigrette that went over the top. The other salad was just a basic vegetable salad on top of a bed of greens with my white dressing, which is mayo, lemon juice, garlic, salt, and black pepper, thinned out with a little bit of water, and it's just delicious as well. The one thing that I knew I wanted to do for this Hanukkah party was a falafel board station. So I have some French fries that I just baked up that are frozen, pretty nice and easy. Shai then picked up my favorite falafel balls from a local mini market. I just love how they do it. All I had to do is basically put everything together. I made an Israeli salad, put the amba sauce, hummus, tahina, some olives on a big board, and it was just such a highlight. I loved it so much. I loved how it turned out. I then start placing everything onto the table just as the guests are arriving, and I'm loving the different colors and textures. Everything is bright and beautiful with the blue of the tablecloth. Everything just pops. I also made a delicious teriyaki salmon with garlic, and of course I made the latkes that I bake in the oven. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'm gonna link it down below for you. As we were getting everything together, the kids were getting started on their cookie decorating kits, and they absolutely loved it. Like I said, they had so much fun doing it.
marshmallow?
Can I use this?
Oh,
so cute.
Marshmallow?
Coming out from anyone's extra. Wow, Nakana.
Mama, can you take a marshmallow?
We also had so much fun playing games with all the family. We removed everything from my kitchen island and played so many different games. We all had such a blast.
I'm gonna hear it.
So we put it there.
Yes, sir.
Go, go.
Right there. Perfect.
How's that gonna help us?
It blocks that.
No,
We got one. No, we
Here. Connect 4.
There, you go again. You almost have it. Oh,
The last thing we did was exchange gifts with the kids, and honestly, that's what it's all about. Creating memories, celebrating delight and each other, and cherishing these moments together. Thank you for spending Hanukkah with us. I hope it brought some warmth and inspiration into your home. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Happy prepping and happy Hanukkah from my family to yours.